Speaking of destroying bodies, vampire. Hi, welcome to Never Show the Monster. My name is Kelly Attaway.
I'm Chelsea Hollander.
And today we are continuing our 2024 spring pattern of 2024 new horror movies.
Yeah.
We should maybe come up with like a snappy
I think it could be
name.
like in theaters.
Yeah.
But in theaters is also kind of boring. Something about future. Frightful.
Yeah.
Another way to say current. Frightful current features. That's not right.
Frightful. No, I like that.
For now. No, the F is silent. No. Obviously.
Now, that's what I call horror. I don't know. Listeners, write it.
This is great.
we'll workshop it. Nevershowthemonster@gmail.com. Is that right? Or are we no-show-monster@gmail.com?
We're no-show-monster.
Ooh, glad I asked. No idea.
I think we're no-show-monster.
And now, a word from our editor.
It's no-show-monster@gmail.com.
Well, it's good we're back.
I'm glad we're back. Listen, we're still dusting off the cobwebs.
We're still getting back. It'll be 3 more episodes before we're completely grooving.
Yeah. But what we are talking about today is Abigail, a horror movie in theaters now. Are we also going to talk about Arcadian?
Should we do another episode for Arcadian?
Oh.
I did watch it.
Okay.
I did a double feature of Abigail and Arcadian. Double A's.
Fun. Double A.
It's a really fun day. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Abigail, right off the bat, that's a big old watch for me.
Yeah.
So bloody.
Yeah.
In a good way. Let's see. So Abigail is a movie about a group of criminals who kidnap a small child, a small ballerina, who they call Tiny Dancer. Very funny. And turns out she is a vampire and is going to toy with them and eat them. And they are all trapped in a giant house together. And hijinks, ? Ensue? Is it hijinks? Would you say hijinks?
I would, on her part, I feel
she's getting up to hijinks
she's mostly
for sure.
hijinksy.
Yeah. Almost exclusively hijinks coming out of the ballerina.
Yeah, for sure. She's fun.
She's fun.
If anything could be said about her, it's that she's fun.
And this movie is from the good folks from Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, Ready or Not.
And Scream 5 and 6?
5 Cream, yeah.
5 Cream. You know.
5
You know
Cream
guys
and...
you guys know how we felt about 5 Cream and Ready or Not.
And this is sort of this lands somewhere between the two on that spectrum, I think. Like 5 Cream is more traditional horror, but with their like attitude. Oh, did you think I was ranking them?
Yeah, I thought you were, and I was confused.
You know what? I might have been.
Wait, so where would you put 5 Cream?
Do I
Tops
like it less than Abigail? Maybe bottoms.
See, that's this one's like a hard to, because obviously Ready or Not's number 1.
Yes, obviously. Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like I feel like this felt similar and felt good. Like I enjoyed it as
to Ready or Not? Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I enjoyed it as much. I didn't laugh as much as I did in Ready or Not.
I guess not. No.
But the jokes were funny. It was a fun movie.
The jokes were funny and the characters are funny.
Yeah, I thought everyone great.
Everyone did such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a new favorite that I gotta see what else he's been up to because I don't know him at all. Kevin Durand.
Oh yeah, he was great.
He was so good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved the part where Catherine Newton. I don't remember any of their character names. The hacker, the rich hacker girl. She and him are hanging out, and she's like, "I like you. You're scary, but I like you." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel the same way."
I did not know what he had been in, and then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, I've seen him in a decent amount of things," and my brain just didn't register it.
Well, I've heard that this is the first movie he's used his accent before. Like he's Quebecois.
Yeah, that's his normal accent.
Yeah, that's his real accent. And I guess this is the first time he's been able to use it in a movie.
Did you read I assume you read the trivia from IMDb?
I breezed through the trivia real quick.
There was
speed read.
Well, there was like a nice part where it said the directors were really great about everyone bringing their own stuff to their characters and being able to grow their characters, and them being like, you tell me what their backstory is. And I was like, oh, that would be so fun as an actor to be able to like fully create and immerse yourself in the character. And then as you're like watching all of these people, you're like, yeah, these are all great. Like all of them are great characters, and they all seem to have fun playing these characters.
Truly. This is like when you think of an ensemble cast, this is what you want.
Oh, yeah. And that's partially what sold it for me was the cast. Like, I was like, well, and the directors. What am I saying?
I know,
this is
everything.
Fully sold.
And the premise? Oh, God.
Yeah. I think I would have been much happier, though, if I did not know she was a vampire going into the movie, because a lot of the first chunk of the movie kind of relies on you not knowing that. And I took my brother, and he had not seen any previews. So I wish that I had got to experience it like he experienced it.
Yeah. That is how I feel about most horror movies, right?
Yeah.
Like, trailers give too much away.
Yeah, and this one gave away the big part.
It's a big part. I guess I didn't really think about it for this one simply because it is the folks of Ready or Not.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I'm going in more for a romp than I am for big surprises.
I feel like it could have been, though, like, and when he sat down, he was like, I thought you said this was a horror movie, and it's like a kidnapping movie, and like for a while it doesn't seem like a horror movie, but it could have turned into like a haunted house movie.
It could have, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, it could have gone certain ways, but I did like the part where they were talking about how her father was a mob boss, and how he has a right-hand man that goes and tears people apart, and just turning kind of everyone against each other, and then questioning if they are possibly the person or the right-hand man. And I was like, man, that would be cool to have that moment. I mean, obviously, but no one can see my face, but you know the face I'm making.
Yeah, no, it's like a whodunit.
You know who does it. You know who does it. Right at the beginning.
You never expect the kidnappee.
Yeah. Kidnappee, kidnapper, yeah. Kidnapped.
The kidnapped.
The kid.
The kid. Oh. Not a kid, though. Vampire. Mm-hmm. We should mention these actors, though. We're like dancing around the cast. So we've got Melissa Barrera, who we know from 5 and 6 Cream. We do love her. I did not recognize her at all in the trailers. Like, did not clock her. Part of me recognized her, but I was like, is this the gal from Truth or Dare? Or like, I couldn't, I just couldn't place her. And then we've got Dan Stevens, who you knew. I've never seen this man before in my life, but he looks a lot like Bradley Cooper.
He was in Legion, the TV show. And he's been in a couple other things, but I've liked everything he's been in.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, they all did. They all did a great job in this. Yep. So just tack that on to every actor we mention. Alicia Weir played the titular Abigail.
Yeah. What was she in before? She was in something.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look.
She was in like one other thing, but she is phenomenal.
Aw, she was Matilda.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's
it. No, she was great. She was 13 when they filmed it.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
That is insane. She plays, a vampire who's been around for hundreds of years. And the way that she transitioned between like innocent little girl to immortal evil vampire was so seamless.
Yeah.
Like, very impressed. And I was super worried about that going in after the trailer. Like, I sort of
is she gonna be believable?
Yeah. I sort of thought that she might be, I don't want to say a prop, but like a character who isn't on screen very much. I sort of thought that she would be like a menacing.
They weren't going to show the monster.
Yeah, I sort of thought that they weren't going to show the monster.
But I'm happy they did. And
me too.
More. I would have liked more of her on screen. Every time she was on screen, I was very happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good laughs. And then we've got William Catlett as Rickles. He was the lookout, like security.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was, yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Almost all the characters
Almost all
die.
R.I.P.
We've got Catherine Newton playing ex-rich teen, I guess, also child.
Yeah.
She comes from wealth. Now she's a hacker. She's in it for the kicks. Love that. I respect that spirit. Yeah. Love Catherine Newton. And then Kevin Durand, our Quebecois muscle. He made me laugh just the whole time. He was very funny.
Oh, and did you forget the other one?
I'm still working through it. We've got Angus Cloud as Dean, and you knew him. I know that he has passed away, but I don't. He's
he was in
Euphoria,
to me. And that was like his first acting role, and he was like not an actor. Oh, and everyone could see that he had like natural talent.
Yeah,
and just bummer.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a shame. And then we've got Giancarlo Esposito as Lambert. Love him. Always happy to see him.
Yeah.
And I feel like I saw him in 2 separate trailers before this movie.
Oh.
So he's just
doing
out and about, bopping around.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Always happy to see him. And then Matthew Good, who you love and I don't know.
Oh.
As father.
Well, and I also forgot and didn't know it was Matthew Good until I was reading later. Oh, and I was like, oh, that is him.
He looked very weird. You know who could have played that character? I thought for sure you'd be able to guess. Tilda Swinton.
I agree.
Yeah, right?
That wasn't the first thing that came to my mind, or the second, but I'm so happy that you said it. I couldn't picture anybody else now.
I guess she already did a big vampire movie, huh?
Yeah.
With Hiddleston? Is that right?
Yeah.
Do I have the right one? Only Lovers Left Alive?
That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Wow,
nice.
That's quick. Good job.
Thanks. I still haven't seen it, but guess it was floating around in there.
There was a trivia piece about Matthew Good coming onto the film, and he was talking to Michelle Barrera and being like, what is the vibe? What am I supposed to do? And then she was just like, just feel into it. Just go a notch above what you think you're supposed to go. Like, just give it all and then just go over the top. Just be as over the top as you can.
Turn
and that could be
11.
why I didn't notice it was him, because I was like, I didn't recognize it was him. He was very...
Oh, does he usually play very, like, demure characters, or?
Yeah, I would say probably.
Okay.
Like, I like Matthew Good, but I would say he's kind of... I'm going to say that. But you do know him from...
Do I?
I'm about to say this, and you might have to edit it out, because I might be wrong. I think he plays Ozymandias in Watchmen.
I don't know Watchmen.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It does look like he was in The Imitation Game, which I did watch, but I don't remember him.
Oh, when you're looking it up, am I correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I think that he had a lot more energy in that one, but in general, he's usually like, I don't know. I think I've seen him more as like a love interest in a lot of things. Ooh, what was it? I told you to watch Leap Year. He's in that. You know Leap Year.
I'm familiar with the concept.
I think I told you should. I think that was one I listed when you were like, do you know any romantic comedies? And I was like, that's a good one. Because the girl goes to like Ireland.
Okay, I was going to ask, is he, I don't know why I said it that way. Yeah. Or British of some sort?
English? Yes.
You think he's English? Okay.
Just because I looked, he's an English actor, but they didn't put any more information.
Well, that's all you really need. Wow.
He was in Chasing Liberty. That's where I first saw him. What?
The Leap Year cast is incredible.
Yeah.
Amy Adams?
Yeah.
Adam Scott? John Lithgow? Damn.
You've got an afternoon.
Thank you.
Yeah. His favorite band is Coldplay. That's a detail I didn't need.
No, I think that might be... Man, I know that you stopped yourself from saying he's boring, but... I now feel comfortable. Apologies to all the Coldplay listeners. Alicia Weir, the gal who played Abigail, is also British. So she did an American accent through this.
Okay.
Also with like vampire teeth in her mouth. She also did the majority of her
Dakota
stunts.
Fanning to shame.
Oh, damn, you're right. She's coming for you, Dakota Fanning of the past, I guess.
She's now a normal age. Good point, good point.
She's grown now.
So, can we nominate her for Best Actress? Because, damn.
I don't know. Horror movies don't often get that type of...
Maybe this year's the year.
Maybe
this definitely going to be Abigail.
Well, as far as I can tell, yeah. No, I agree. As far as I can tell, as far as I'm concerned, it's only horror movies coming out this year.
I think I agree. I have not looked at any trailers for anything else. No. I mean, I know we have a podcast on horror movies. I still like movies in general.
Are you saying we might be biased?
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Are there other movies? Garfield?
Oh, you're right.
That's the only other movie I know coming out this year. Fall Guy? It's like I feel like everyone's putting effort into horror, and I can't.
Yeah.
Am I just like, there's a weird amount of horror movies coming out.
We are definitely in a horror golden age right now.
Which I love.
Or I hope it's a golden age and not like a bubble that's about to burst.
Oh.
Golden age. It's a golden age.
Golden age.
I mean, we've had some really good ones in the last few years.
Yeah. After like Barbarian, The Menu, I feel like people are going to start taking more chances, which...
God, I hope so.
Yeah. It's going to be... I don't know. I'm so excited just to see all the stories that people are going to tell.
Me too. And I'm so glad to see us growing past the all horror is a metaphor for whatever style horror movies. Like, no, do a ballerina vampire.
Please and thank you.
Appreciate it. No, this was super fun. And like, I love, this could have gone super stupid, right? Like this could have been very, very slapstick. And I know that we have said that it's funny, but like, it's not like Three Stooges. Yeah. It's not like, we're doing horror ironically. Like it is a horror movie and it's just sort of an unexpected premise. Although in the trivia, it mentioned that it is not necessarily based, but very reminiscent of Dracula's Daughter, a movie from the 30s, back when like Universal was making all the monsters movies.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about that movie, but I am definitely interested to take a look. I doubt that it is funny. At least not like this.
Yeah. Yeah. The jokes were good in this one.
I bet there's less blood in that one. We should talk about
the blood?
The blood.
Oh, okay. But what else?
And the teeth.
Oh, like, yeah.
I loved the way they did the teeth. Like,
yeah. They looked like an animal that could tear something apart instead of just like the two little boop.
Yes. It's like it also looks like a monster.
Yeah.
Like vampire teeth, when we do the two fangs, you're like, got it, it's a bat. Like that is recognizable, it's identifiable. This was more like her teeth looked like ancient and what's the word? Eldritch is the word I was looking for. Like H.P. Lovecraft style, weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like I see this and I recognize that they are teeth and that they are dangerous, but I've never seen anything like this. Like super scary. And I loved that they were practical.
Oh.
Yep.
Do you understand what just happened in my head?
I do recognize what just happened. So let me delaminate for the listeners. She was like, oh, yeah, they were practical. Oh, God, what if they had been CG? I mean, here's what it could have been. Do you remember the Leviathan season of Supernatural?
Oh.
Do you remember how bad that shit looked?
Yeah. I was also thinking of like, I'm just gonna boop it, the movie It with the teeth whenever it like turns into like a weird thing.
Yeah, like when he's not weird as opposed to when he's just normal.
Yeah, you know. That's what it reminded me of as well, is It. And
Yeah,
I guess
you're right.
the original one, he does have like the actual teeth. And he's like, but in the new one, he's got like
CG.
a weird, what is it? Like a worm. You don't know. Weird worm.
Yeah, there's gotta be a word for that.
There is a word, and I don't know what it is, and I don't think I need to know.
Mouth hole.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
That's exactly what it is.
How do you
How do you mouth hole?
Yeah, how do you mouth hole? No, I was trying to say cloaca backwards since it's at the other side of the body.
Oh my God.
I mean, it is essentially just two ends of the same tube.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Back to the stunts or the effects. But also the stunts.
Particularly the stunts. It had a lot of good stunts in it. A lot of dancing. A lot of
dancing. And Abigail, that actress, did the majority of them.
Best
Isn't
actress.
that wild? Just little, yes, best actress.
Let's make a little Oscar for her and mail it to her.
Oh, can we give it teeth?
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Can we make spooky, scary Oscars?
So cute. Wait, are we going to just like add it on top of, or should we try to like 3D print it and incorporate it?
Ooh, I think.
Maybe we should make like a horror
print.
movie Oscars. This year would be the year to do it, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Can we do get our listeners to join a live stream and we can do an award ceremony?
I'll 3D print some little things, maybe. Probably not.
Cute,
I don't have a 3D
fun.
printer. We can craft it. We're crafty.
We're crafty.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We might even go in person. We might even impersonate.
Whoa.
Yeah. Crazy.
Whoa. Should we do it outside the Oscars? Could we go?
Well, and hope that there are some people that are nominated for movies that are also in a horror movie. So we can go up and be like, we really enjoyed your performance in Long Legs. Do you want to talk about that? And they're like, I'm here for the Scorsese film. And you're like, I know, it doesn't matter. Please,
not to
Osgood
me.
Perkins, tell me more.
Tell me more. Oh, God.
Or should we just go outside of Nicolas Cage's house? That'd be fine. He's in half the movies this year.
I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
And also, I think he'd be
appreciated,
pretty
right?
cool with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think he'd be like, do y'all need anything to drink?
Finally, I'm appreciated.
Did you know? I know I should save this for our Arcadian episode, but his agent and manager is the writer for Arcadian.
Yeah, and also some other movies he has been in.
I know, yeah.
That's so nice.
Keep doing it, you guys. You found a thing
It's
that's
helping
working.
me, yeah.
I love it. No, apparently they had a stunt double for Alicia, for Abigail. And then since Alicia has such a long history of dancing, she was already like skilled at doing the stunts. And in some of them, she was outperforming the stunt double. So they were like the stunt coordinator went to the directors and was like, just have her do it.
She can do it.
She's doing a good job.
She's fine. She's happy. She likes floating around.
She's crushing it. She's excited. Like even that scene where it's in the trailer where she's like running on the banister. Mm-hmm. That's her.
She's
on
amazing.
the banister. Yeah, that's incredible. But amazing to be a 13-year-old with no fear.
Yeah.
If you were like, Kelly, run on the banister, I'd be like, my bones. My bones are so brittle.
Like you're going to say my bones don't allow it. Like they physically won't go forward.
I guess both. I guess
space.
two things could be true. My knee clicks when I go upstairs. So I shouldn't be on the banister, I don't think.
Just hear a lot of clicking as you're trying to hop from.
I can't be a sneaky vampire because it's like, oh, somebody's.
You.
Is that an old skeleton coming around the corner?
Is someone shaking a can of beans? It's a lot of cracks.
I like can of beans.
So it's not gonna.
That's just a wet sound.
So much worse. I'm so sorry. A bag of dry beans. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, that's me.
What kind of sound effect would that have, though, if every time she, like, plopped, it would just be, like,
Just like gross, wet, slopping.
It's like, I think she stepped in something before she started dancing. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Speaking of the dancing, though, she had never done ballet before.
Oh, so what dance did she do?
I don't know. I guess normal
Jazz?
stuff. Yeah, jazz, maybe.
Jazz.
Well, I don't know. Modern, maybe? Just modern dance?
Yeah. Oh, like in the Dance Moms. What they do, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Modern
I don't know
dance.
moms.
The girl in the Sia video.
Yeah. Yeah.
She probably did something like that. Good
Probably.
on her. She's great. She's been taught well.
She's great.
Taught so well.
She's great. But yeah, she had to train for 8 weeks to go up on point. Like even the point dancing isn't a stunt double. That's her.
That already hurt my feet.
And I know. I can't imagine doing that.
I did see that the writer said that he chose ballerinas because he thought that they were creepy because they do things that shouldn't be human. And then I was like, yeah, that checks out. Completely checks out.
That's fair. That's fair. They also, I learned this from Black Swan. Their like skeletal structure is modified from being, it's like they give themselves the opposite of scoliosis.
Yeah.
Like they stand up straight so much that they alter the way that their bones grow, assuming you start when you're a child.
I watched a documentary on, what's her name, Misty Copeland?
Yes, yeah.
And she had like broken her legs, but it's just from keeping it in that position. Like she had just gotten fractures on her from just being so tight.
No, in her legs, not even her feet.
Nope, her legs got like, I don't want to be like hairline
Does that
fractures.
mean that she was so strong that she was like, I don't understand how you're breaking bones.
You know, now I'm worried that I made an assumption as I was watching it. That's what happened. I'm going to look that up.
Oh, of course. Because ballet isn't just standing still up on your toes. It's from the leaping.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
that makes sense.
I forgot that ballet is not a static position, but a dance.
You don't become a statue. That's a good point.
Just up on your toes, going in circles.
Like in the music boxes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Man, dancers. Oof.
Dancers.
Put themselves through so much pain.
Oh my God, I'm just looking at pictures. If you haven't seen this movie yet, don't look at pictures.
Oh, you're looking at pictures of the movie. Okay.
Watch the movie and then you can look at pictures.
Yeah.
But they are, God, that little girl is so creepy when she's in vampire mode. Did you look up who did special effects?
It's got to be the same one who did
Ready or Not.
Yeah, because that blood was very similar.
Blood was very similar.
And at the end, it was the same end. The same.
The same end. I did read that the directors are very particular about their fake blood, which I really appreciate.
Yep.
Because fake blood, like CG, can really take you out of it if it looks bad in a way that wasn't intentional.
What was it? Color Me Blood Red? Is that the one?
Yeah. Yeah. Blood looks pretty bad in that.
That's an example. Martin Fitzpatrick.
Martin Fitzpatrick.
Pope's Exorcist. The Banshees of Inisherin. This is he's done a bunch of stuff. And
There's another FX artist in here.
Oh, okay.
Who, Valerio Andrea Costa, who worked on Dungeons and Dragons, the new one.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are a lot in the visual effects, but it's senior lighting artist, surfacing artist, 3D artist. All these are the digital. Lots of stunts, which makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot of moving around, a lot of getting stabbed.
God, there sure is. And less stabs by wooden stake than you'd really guess.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah. I mean, there is some.
Probably. Yeah. And then, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there's one big stab that is not who you would expect and was very upsetting when Joey was that her name? Joey gets pinned to the wall.
That was not fun. The cinematographer also was the cinematographer. Let me make sure that I'm not lying. For the first Omen, No One Will Save You. There's also something. Oh yeah, Evil Dead, the remake.
I do definitely see similarities between the way this was shot and No One Will Save You.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like they both felt very close. Does that make sense? Like I felt like it surrounded me.
When you said that, I was going to say claustrophobic, but I was like, but I didn't feel like I was like things were closing in. It just feels like it's, I don't want to say more intimate, but it does feel like you're with the person that the scene is about.
I love that we both noticed that.
Yeah.
We're going to get so good at watching movies if we do this long enough.
We're going to be able to call out the cinematographers before.
I want every horror movie to have a little behind the scenes YouTube video like Dead and Breakfast does, where you get to meet the people who did the special effects and who made the fake blood. I want to hang out with them. I want to hear what their thoughts were, because what do you think their fake blood budget was for this movie?
Oh, it had to have been absurd.
Like, okay, I don't know what the budget was for the film as a whole. I'm expecting that the blood budget was 50%.
Oh, percentage wise of 28 million. Wait, no, was that how much that's how much it cost? 28 million? Yeah, that checks out. That sounds like
right.
the correct amount of blood.
Yeah, I mean, what does Cairo syrup go for these days? Is that what they still? Yeah. I mean, with the price of groceries, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Do we know what it made?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's been out now.
Oh, no, you said it was 28 million?
Oh, no, did I look at the right one?
I don't know, because this has only made 17 million so far.
It's got, people just don't go to theaters anymore, but it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything.
I know.
It doesn't mean anything. Well, they had talked about possibly doing a sequel, and I was like, I don't know if I'd want to follow up to it. I guess if you could get another fun cast of characters, but I don't know if I'd want another one.
I think they would bring back Melissa Barrera.
Yeah.
And
do you think they would,
Abigail?
Do you think
E.T.?
Yeah, you got it. Was it Samara Weaving's character in Ready or Not could show up and then they could just be best friends doing stuff? Okay, now I want a sequel.
Yeah, now I'm on board. Did you
But then who would
read the trivia about the Ready or Not relation to this movie?
No, what is the relation?
Oh, it's so cute. Somewhere in the house in Abigail, there is a portrait of an old man, and it is one of the actors from Ready or Not. But the directors were like, yeah, we like to think that is like the character in Ready or Not, like his great grandfather or whatever, who was also a vampire in this house. Yeah. Isn't that fun? I love little Easter eggs like that. And I knew they were going to, since they did so many in the Scream movies. So I had my eyes peeled. or at least I set out to have them peeled. And then I was having such a good time in the movie that I stopped looking for Easter eggs and just started
Enjoying the movie.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Although, I was wondering if they reused any parts of the set, specifically the like weird tunnels.
That's what
And,
I was
like-
wondering too, because I was like, this is very, like, obviously the house wasn't the same because that giant library, I don't
Right.
think existed in Ready or Not, but there had to have been overlap because
There had to have been.
it felt so similar.
And like the kitchen was basically identical. Like the kitchen, at least the layout and the way it backs up to like a servant's quarter tunnel. Like that was very similar.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that in the trivia, though. Like I said, I just skimmed it.
Or
real
are
quick.
there just hidden passageways in all old houses and we haven't?
I do think that is true. At least from that era, like from if you're super rich in a certain era where
Yeah.
you would have had servants in America, yeah, there are going to be, if not tunnels, at least like the back staircase or whatever.
It's like the bunkers now. No, all rich people
Elaborate.
have bunkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a stereotype I'm unfamiliar with.
No, I just assumed. The world's burning. I just assumed all rich
world
people.
is
If I was a
burning.
rich person, I would have a bunker. I don't know.
I think it depends on which sect of rich people, because some of them I know in the New World Order are assuming that there is
Going to space.
maybe space, but in the event of some sort of catastrophe here on Earth pre-space, there is like an evacuation mission. And one of the things that they say is that they'll go to the Denver International
Oh,
Airport
yeah, perfect. Yeah. Mhm.
in the tunnels there. So
I'll head that way.
yeah, helicopter to the airport in the tunnels. I don't know why people always get hung up on the tunnels under the airport here. There's a train. There's an underground train. Of
That's
course
a good
there are
point.
tunnels.
Yeah.
I don't.
There
That's
are a lot
not
of tunnels in a lot of
surprising.
places that people don't pay attention to. So,
Especially in big transit things like that.
Yeah.
Like anywhere there's a subway, anywhere there's a long tunnel through a mountain or whatever.
have you seen Ninja Turtles, the movie?
No, I'm sorry.
They put up shop in an underground area that very similar to Mimic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And it is beautiful and the power works. And sometimes they have pizza delivered down there, but it's
have
like
to.
it's all like beautiful and there's like stained glass everywhere. And I'm like, I would move
What's
in.
shining through the stained glass
Lights behind
that's
it.
underground?
Yeah, lights behind
Oh.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's how you got to light it up when you're underground. That's what you got to do.
That's true. That's true. No, I just was imagining the lights inside the house rather than outside. But no, that makes sense.
Oh, but it's just like an underground tunnel. Good point. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part of this movie, of Abigail?
I don't know if this is like that good of a part, but I really liked when she was like, that girl's outsmarted us. This is a bad idea. You shouldn't go try to kill her. And then they do it. And then they come out and they're like stabbed and shot. And like, it was like an I told you so moment, but it was just like, I don't know. That moment just felt really good to me.
Yes, I absolutely hear what you're saying. And I loved that the I told you so wasn't out loud. She was just there ready to mend their wounds. Like she knew what was going to happen. They know she knew what was going to happen. And that that fight that they're coming back from was so funny. Their first like big fight with Abigail, and she takes down 3 adult humans, including the muscle.
So good.
So funny. So funny. I think
With all the things that are supposed to stop vampires. That was also the good part. And when she just like licks the garlic, and I'm like, oh,
yeah. I also, and then she stabs that guy with the
cross.
crucifix. And I felt like that was almost a reference to The Exorcist.
Oh.
'Cause doesn't she do that? Doesn't Reagan do that in The Exorcist?
No, I do not. Have not seen it.
I think she stabs herself
Oh.
with a crucifix.
Oh, no, she does something to herself
Yeah.
with a crucifix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's stabbing and also. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sorry to spoil The Exorcist.
Well, I haven't seen it, so how dare
Oh my
you?
God.
We've talked about this. That's the movie that I'm
blocked
worried
it
about
out.
seeing.
I blocked
but
it out.
I
I blocked
honestly
it
don't
out.
think it would bother me right now. I say that. It might bother me in like 2 months, depending on what mental state I'm in. Right now, I feel fine.
Okay, let's watch it really fast.
Okay, right after this. I'm just going to go pop it in right before I go to bed.
Yeah, just a casual bedtime story.
Yeah,
The Exorcist.
it'll be fine. I did have a really bad nightmare the other night, and it was about exorcism. You know how I have those nightmares.
Uh-oh.
Usually I am an exorcist in those movies. So, or not movies.
In those movies.
My brain movies. You know, the brain movies.
Yeah, the brain movies. Wait, so what were you this time? Were you possessed? in
No,
this one?
I was definitely, I don't know, something weird was just happening. And then it was very much, I think it was like the end of the cleansing hour.
Oh, acid trip?
Yeah, kind of. And then Ryan, like, I don't know if he wants me to tell him this, but he like burps and sometimes makes a noise. So it's like, "Arr." So then I was like waking up from my sleep, and then I heard that, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, no. Oh, God.
So then I couldn't sleep, and then I went out and didn't sleep for the night. But I was like, well, not sleeping now.
Man, I never have.
Scary dreams?
No, I have plenty, but they're never like horror.
Ah.
It's like, Chelsea died. Like, I only have.
Oh my God, my dream last night. This is not a horror movie dream, but I was telling Ryan about it, and I was like, I had a dream where I was trying to be friends with Macaulay Culkin and his girlfriend, wife. I don't know if they're married. Brenda Song, is that his wife?
Ooh, I do not know.
But I was like trying really hard to be their friend, and I don't know what was going. I was just like, I just really want them to like me. And I thought that they were talking about the Neptune Theater in Seattle, so I was like, yeah, it's really great. And then they were talking about like a band going or something, and they were like, yeah, and we couldn't find somebody to play the piano. And I was like, that's so weird, because usually you can only find someone to play the piano. And I was like, man. And I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? You don't need to sleep anymore.
You're like embarrassed about your
Yeah, I was like,
social.
dream you. Stop. God.
I know, it's not fair.
I don't want to.
Anxiety.
I'm not supposed
boo.
to wake up and remember that. I was supposed to I was supposed to process that and then forget it.
Right. Erase it. Don't leave this cruft floating around in my
Jeez.
brain.
Yeah, so
and now
now-
I got to be embarrassed about this for the rest of forever.
And then when I see Macaulay Culkin, I'm going to have to apologize for being such a dumbass, and he's not going to know what I'm talking about.
And that's just going to build on it, because he's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you're going to be
Exactly.
embarrassed about that too.
How do we go through this? How do we get through this?
I don't
life?
know, man. I'm going to let Abigail take me.
Wait, what was your favorite part?
I think, and this is such a, okay. I'm going to give you like the movie answer, and then I'm going to tell you the part that keeps making me laugh.
Okay.
I really loved, the big fight scene in the library full of blood at the end. Like, it was fully wrestling. Like, Abigail
yeah.
was jumping off stuff and launching herself. Like, they were pulling in scenery to use in the fight. Like, that is so outlandish and not what you expect from a vampire movie. Like, with a vampire movie, the vampire stereotype is like sexy and like cool.
You might have
and
some blood, but it's just like
mysterious.
around the mouth.
And it's gonna be like weirdly erotic.
Yeah.
And this movie was not
that.
like
No.
that.
Nope.
So I don't know. It was just so fun to see like a big bloody brawl on screen. That was oh God, that got me. That got me real
beautiful.
good. But the part that I keep thinking about, and this is not erotic either. I just want to say that up front. I just keep thinking about when somebody calls the Quebecois guy dumb
Oh, yeah.
and like you're just the muscle. And he like bounces his pecs like Terry does. Terry Crews
Yeah.
does. And doing that as like a sassy comeback, that's a great joke.
Yeah.
That's a great joke. That's probably not even writing. Probably nobody wrote that. Probably that was one of the things that he like brought as part of his character. That cracked me up.
Yeah, because how would that be? Would you ask them, can you do that thing with your pecs that some people can do?
Yeah. Uh-huh. And can you do them separate one at a time, or do they have to go at once? Do you think that was part of the audition?
That's all they looked at. They didn't even look at headshots or faces. They just came in and they were just like, can you, yep, okay, this guy. This is the one.
Got it. Hire him.
Or it was like the third round or something. And at the third round, they picked them off. Or it had to be the first round and then slowly.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe second round because they were like, if we really like someone, we can probably CGI.
Oh, thank God we found a guy who can do it. We love practical effects around here. The scene where hacker, what's her name? Newton.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of her character. I remember Joey was Melissa Barrera.
Joey is Melissa Barrera.
But that's the only one that I remember.
Rickles is the sniper. Sam. Oh, yeah, that's right. For our hacker girl. They were the
Rat
Pack. And when he was listing off, when Esposito was listing off their fake names to use, I was like, man, I know that we're doing something here. I know that these names should be
important.
I should know them.
Yeah.
But I don't until he got to Don Rickles. And then I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I had a question about when Sammy leaps into the pool of dead bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Did that remind you of anything?
No. I thought of something, and then I was like, that's not it.
What did you think of?
I just thought of Suspiria, but that was...
So did I.
Okay, but that was like barbed wire, right?
Yes.
I'm glad we both...
There must be something here, though. Something in that scene made us both think Suspiria.
Maybe it's the way they fall back.
Maybe.
But we had to have seen another movie where somebody was in a pool of bodies. That just seems normal.
Yeah. No, I know I've seen that a bunch of times. I feel like that happened.
Did we watch something around Suspiria that may have had a pool of... I don't know.
I mean, here's where I can think of it happening in other media is I think it might have happened in The Following. Not a pool, but maybe a pile.
Yeah, piles.
Maybe pile is better. And in an episode of Criminal Minds.
It happens in Night Swim.
Oh, I haven't seen Night Swim.
That's fine.
It also happens in an episode of Hannibal. Though.
Is it a pool? Or
I think it's another pile.
Lots of piles.
Could it have been our Jeffrey Dean Morgan art movie? There isn't a pool, but there are bodies sewn together. It wasn't in our art series, but it was the murderer in that movie was staging his victims like famous pieces of art.
That one. Postcard killings.
Postcard killings. Thank you. Yeah.
I forgot about that one. Thank you for the reminder.
No problem. You know, all of Jeffrey Dean Morgan's filmography
cemented.
Locked up here.
He did give us our favorite movie, so.
Truly.
I forgot he was in it for a second there the other day because his part isn't huge.
No. And he's also like not the most memorable part of Dead and Breakfast.
But thank God he was in it because we wouldn't have seen it otherwise.
I know. Ugh.
Bless him.
Bless him. How many Dead and Breakfasts are out there that we haven't found yet? You know?
Oh, you mean really good movies that we have not watched. That's why we got to keep watching them forever.
You're so right. Yeah.
We'll never stop.
Always riding the high of finding
and
Dead
Dog
and
Soldiers. I'm just going to keep listing the ones that if this podcast didn't exist, I would have never Never given it the time of day.
Oh God, yeah. What a shame.
What was the
I
other
know
one?
we've talked
Yeti?
about it before. Loved Yeti.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
I can't remember. Abominable.
I think that's right.
It's abominable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Close enough. Same thing.
Oh, that's a good movie.
There's synonyms.
I forgot about that one. Thank you for the reminder.
Good one.
I feel like we're accidentally doing our Oscars right now.
Oh, shit.
We got to save it.
Yeah, and anybody, write in or email us any nominations that you have, and we will watch it, and we will nominate it for something.
Buddy. And categories, too.
Oh, for sure.
Send us your best categories.
Oh, can we talk about her, that she looks like Miley Cyrus when she's a vampire?
Does she?
I thought she looked exactly like her. My brother said
Hold on, I'm pulling it
he
up.
was like, she looks like the girl from Clueless, and I was like, no, she doesn't. And then later I realized he was talking about Brittany Murphy and not.
He was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, she does not. And then later I was like, oh no, I'm wrong.
She does.
Mm-hmm. But I think she looks like Miley Cyrus pretty hard. I was like, oh.
Abigail does? No, Sammy.
Sammy, yeah.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah,
yes.
when she turned, I was like, and the teeth didn't fit as well on her as they did on Abigail. They were a little.
You're right.
Little more. They were a little wider, a little more.
Yeah, definitely goofier. I wonder if we can write
Maybe
that
it's because
off.
she was trying to cover her mouth to not show that she was one. Oh. But Abigail, whenever she just kind of like full on kept them open. Maybe that was the trick.
I think that's part of it. Yeah. I also, we can write it off with she was new to those. She hasn't learned how.
That's fair.
I mean, we had to adjust to our Invisalign and Invisalign equivalents.
Oh my God. I'm still not adjusted. The amount of complaining I've done the last 2 days because I've changed it over.
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, not great.
It hurts. Did you know any of the other actors? I know we talked about our boy from Legion and, of course, Newton and Melissa Barrera. Mm-hmm. Did you know Kevin Durand or William Catlett before this movie?
I didn't know William Catlett. Let me look that up, though. I didn't know Kevin Durand was the same person, but I had seen him in stuff before. I told Ryan I thought he looked like... What?
Country.
Oh.
What were you saying? You told Ryan?
That I thought he looked like Elon Musk.
He does look like Elon Musk.
If he has a biopic, him or Kathy Bates, I guess.
No, this guy is like what Elon Musk probably wishes he looked like.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what he keeps trying to transform into. But just give it time, I guess. He's got a picture. It's like this
you're
guy.
Going to have to go. Yeah, it's like hung up on his bathroom mirror so he sees it every day.
One day. He's got money. Could he just face off?
See, but here's the thing is it's
the body off.
He needs the structure. He needs
that's fair.
The skeleton and muscle. A face off would be the same, I think. It would be
That's fair. It's true. That's true.
And now they could do a hair off.
He got plugs, right?
Muskies. I know, but they look like shit, right?
I don't know. I don't know how. I have not looked at pictures of Elon Musk recently, so I really cannot say.
No,
I actively avoid them.
You don't look every day?
No, I don't.
You don't just check every day? Ugh, I just Googled them.
Yeah, already
face.
You upset yourself. That's why I don't do it, because I don't want to feel
you're
upset.
Right. Yeah. You're right. I just had a visceral reaction.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Gross. Yep.
Yeah.
Do we know what these I forgot that this guy's last name is so long. Bertinelli Olpen and Gillette
Tyler
and or Gillette.
And one of them's named Tyler, right?
Yeah. Gillette and or Gillette. That's Tyler.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Matt and Tyler.
Do we know what they are doing next?
They have 4 movies. Well, Matt has 4 movies in. And we talked about it last time because we were like, oh, it's like a sequel to Escape from New York. Is that what I said? Am I making stuff up? Oh, my God. Yeah, Untitled Escape from New York sequel. The Ice Beneath Her, The Butcher and the Wren, and Reunion. Who's attached to Reunion? No one yet. Who's attached to The Butcher and the Wren? No one yet. Who's attached to The Ice Beneath Her? No one yet. Untitled Escape from New York. Okay, in development. Okay, nothing's like got anything super attached to it yet.
Okay.
Which is fine, but I just kind of hope they keep putting stuff out as soon as humanly possible so I can watch it with my eyes.
Are they doing the next Scream?
No.
Though?
That
No.
was, what's his face stepped down? Happy Death Day. I would have never watched Happy Death Day. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm so sad. I'm just, ugh.
I know. I thought I was going to be out. I thought like, okay, maybe I can walk away.
No.
What?
No.
What?
This has got to be a joke. This can't be true. Kevin
What?
Williamson
What about him?
as the director of the new one?
What?
Why?
As the director?
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, I know Nev is coming back.
Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe, yeah, he's listed as director.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
But there's like, this looks like it's
Fake?
not fake, but like very early days. So
But
that could that be like a placeholder?
He has only directed one movie?
Yeah, he's more of a writer.
And it's Teaching Miss Tingle?
I do remember seeing that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Maybe it'll be great. I don't know.
I mean, I love Kevin Williamson.
He says I'm not a real writer. I'm a screenwriter. That is...
No, Kevin, that is a real writer.
I know it's... Okay, it said that one of the co-writers was Guy Busick. And for a second, I thought it said Gary Busey. And I was like, well, this is going to go off the rails.
I had the same experience just now.
So the story's probably going to be fine. Weird, though. Weird. Oh, such a bummer about Happy Death Day, though. What's he doing? Please tell me he's going to do something. Man, that was like the movie I was the most excited for, and I'm so upset.
Oh, the third Happy Death Day?
Oh, no. Scream 7, but everything that just happened and it's just so awful, and I'm so upset.
Except seeing Kevin Williamson back on board and seeing Nev Campbell back on board.
I don't know. I'm still feeling sad.
Oh, definitely sad. Like, we're not going to get the movie that we expected and wanted.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, we could get something good also.
Could we? I don't know. It's still very concerning.
It's super concerning.
And I was so happy because Nev was coming back for it. I was like, the whole combination of everything coming together is going to make it the best movie ever in all of time.
Just such a shame that, like, we had such a consistent cast for so long.
Yeah. What?
And now I feel like we're having a lot of churn.
Yeah. Sorry, I got really excited because there's
what? Tell me more.
I think they're remaking Arachnophobia.
There's definitely a new movie out called, like, Arachnid.
Oh.
Is that right?
Well, I don't know. But the director is going to be the guy who did Happy Death Day.
Ooh.
Oh, no, he's writing the Arachnophobia and writing, not directing.
I'm seeing Legacy sequel for the new Arachnophobia.
Oh.
A reboot rather than a sequel.
Okay.
I don't know. So, remake.
Yeah. That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Oh, I remember it being funny.
Oh, I just remember always being afraid of spiders in the shower, spiders in my shoes, spiders in my popcorn.
In your popcorn? Were spiders in the popcorn?
The spiders were in the popcorn. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, spiders were in the popcorn. And I was like, they're going to get me.
That should be illegal.
Yeah. I should put bug spray on my popcorn every time.
That's smart.
Yeah,
I think
that'll go well.
That's smart.
I
don't see anything wrong with that.
No, couldn't go wrong at all. No.
Well, maybe if you start slow and ramp up, you'll grow accustomed to it.
I wonder how spicy it is.
Huh.
Because when you eat... somebody at your house?
No, don't fucking say that. What?
I think somebody just walked by your window.
Oh, the sidewalk is out there and there's a car across the street shining their lights at me, so...
I didn't mean to scare you. Somebody walked by and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I was like, I'm suddenly in host? Oh my God. Which character are you in Abigail? And are you going to go as Abigail for Halloween?
Is it because of the ponytail? I thought about that. I actually did. And I was like, I don't know if I would But I would have to be like mid movie or like just full on blood here. Just a half face of blood.
Blood everywhere. Fortunately, you can wear her little Adidas. You don't have to wear point shoes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I would want to say Joey or Sammy, obviously, but I feel like I would end up being the shitty dude. Dan Stevens' character. Dude? Can't remember his name.
Dan Stevens. Frank.
Yeah.
You think you'd be Frank?
Yeah, no, I don't view myself very well.
But he was mean.
But up until, like, he was... that was a nice little... I mean, spoilers. I know we spoiled 90% of the movie. But, like, up until that end part, I was like, maybe he'll be... Oh, okay. Nope, you're not at all. Got it.
Yes. Okay. So the moment when he was turned into a vampire, which, first of all, that was funny.
Yeah.
I forgot about that until just now. Yeah, when he first turned, I don't know what I thought. I thought he
was going to help her. And then I was like, oh.
I thought maybe help her. I think what I really thought is that Giancarlo was lying to him and was just going to eat him.
Yeah.
I did appreciate...
Yeah, there were a couple little twisties at the end there where I was like, oh, that's not what I thought was going to happen.
Love a little subversion of expectations. I did love... I forgot. I lost it. I loved the movie.
You loved Vampire Frank and the best death. Oh, okay, what'd you love?
Oh, I just loved when Frank thought that he could turn Joey into a puppet. Yeah. And Abigail was like, "What the fuck? You've been a vampire for like 30 seconds. Of course you cannot do that."
That was great.
Okay, go on. The best death?
The best death to me was Sammy's death when she jumped and then the light and then the pff, and I was like, yeah. This feels like Ready or Not. This is perfect. I love this moment here.
Loved that. And I especially loved the way that mirrored earlier in the library in that beam of sun that she so delicately reached her hand into. Like, what a funny... It got you in the end.
Yeah. Oh.
I also loved her. I thought that was really interesting. The way that Abigail was able to puppet her. Like, I've seen in vampire movies that they can hypnotize you.
Yeah.
But this was more than that. She was like controlling her, like seeing through her eyes, hearing through her ears, and moving her. Like,
yeah. I was going to say it's like astral projection, but you're not projecting.
I mean, it's like possession almost.
Astral possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is all possession astral?
Maybe.
Huh. Well.
That's a movie that's going to come out in 3 years.
Trademark.
Patent. I don't know that.
I don't know. Copyright. Had you seen that before with vampires? That
no, I have not.
Mechanism? No, I thought that was neat.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the... Yeah, that was something I hadn't seen, especially whenever it happened, I was like, oh no, she's a vampire. Oh no, she's not her. What's happening?
She's not her. Yeah, so weird.
Yeah, and Frank knew it took forever for her to turn, so why would he think that she would immediately be a puppet?
I don't know.
He's an idiot.
I don't know. Frank wasn't thinking.
Damn.
I think I'm... Which character do I think I am? I mean, I think I'm Sammy. I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, what am I talking about? I think I'm Dean.
Which one's Dean?
R.I.P.
Oh.
Yeah, Angus Cloud. The one who isn't a professional.
Yeah.
Who's just there
That was a good read on that. Like, he's like, no, I'm the best at driving. She's like, that might be true. But you're not a professional.
Yep. Two different things.
That was the bummer at the end is the two people who didn't, two people who got killed earlier in the film. You didn't get to hear what they did to trap them in the house. Because you find out why each of them is in the house. Because they had in some form or another, screwed over what's his face. Yes. So you don't get to find out what they did to screw over.
I totally forgot that aspect. Yeah, this was all like...
Yeah, there were a lot of twisties.
Yeah, I forgot that part of the premise. That it was like vengeance almost to have these people in the house, but like professionally, professional vengeance. Yeah, dang, what did they do? Did you ever watch Baby Driver?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, can we get a crossover?
He wasn't a professional. Well, he was a professional driver, but like, that's not the life for him.
That's not the life for him, no. Him. But can we get him over here anyway?
What was it? Ansel Elgort?
Yeah, has he been canceled?
I think he has.
Yeah. But baby, can we get baby over here?
Let's leave. This is the time where we're going to separate the art from the artist. Oh, no.
What else? Do we have any other Abigail thoughts?
I don't think so. Nothing that's popping up.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Thought it was great.
Hope you guys watched it before you listened. But if you didn't, go watch it. Go watch it. Because there's definitely a bunch of stuff we didn't cover. It was a long movie. But it was good.
Feel like it. Yeah.
But it was good. And I'm only saying that is because I had to look at the time like 50 times because I was trying to make my double feature work within a certain time period. So I was like, well, Arcadia is only 92 minutes. And then... I said it was long. It's only 104...
It's just under 2 hours.
Yeah. 104 minutes?
I mean, that is long for horror. Mm-hmm. Horror movies typically run 80, 90 minutes. Yeah.
So Arcadia was a typical length, but Abigail was longer. So I made that one the second feature.
Scream was really long, too. It was like 2.5.
Yeah.
That one, sorry to the writers, that one did feel a little long. By the end, I was like, okay.
You're like, we can...
We get it. What's your favorite movie?
Yeah.
Scary movie. What's your favorite scary movie?
Gone with the Wind. Sorry. Well, shit. I fucked up that line.
I'm going to call back.
You better answer.
Don't call the cops. Hold on. Just work with me. What are we doing next week? Are we doing tarot?
Oh, yeah. We're going to do tarot.
We got to do tarot.
Yeah, we got to do tarot. I'm so excited about that. The amount of ads I've been getting for it has been absurd. Good job, marketing people.
It looks bad. I can't wait.
Did you watch the trailer for The Boy Who Kills Everything? The Boy Who Killed Earth? You don't know?
Yes. With my boy, Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
I did watch the trailer. I hadn't seen it until I was in the theater to see Abigail. And that's when I texted you. Mm-hmm. This is H. John Benjamin.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know that. It took me entirely by surprise, changed my idea of that movie completely. And also, I'm sorry, but Bill Skarsgård does not look like he would have that voice. Oh, no,
not at all. I am so, like... So I watched the trailer twice because it came before both movies. And both times I was like, my brain is like having a disconnect because everything on the screen feels like what I'm hearing should be different. But maybe that's part of he's a deaf mute. Maybe that's like something in it that you're like taken out of. It was so weird. I'm going to watch it. But
I'm going to watch it. I wasn't going to watch it. Now I'm big time going to watch it.
But I was like, Oh, this is not at all. Huh.
No, when I heard his voice, which, so iconic. Listeners, if you don't recognize the name, this is Archer. This is Coach from Home Movies. Mm-hmm. This is the can of beans in Wet Hot American Summer. Y'all know H. John Benjamin. Oh, Bob of Berbers.
Berbers. Bob Berber.
And that voice is so iconic, so recognizable. When I first heard it, I thought it was like the voiceover, like it's the so narrator, iconic. In a world. I thought that was.
And then after a second, you're like, oh, what is happening?
Interesting choice to have him do it, to pay two actors for one role. Mm-hmm. Interesting. No. Not horror, but I'm glad we talked about it.
Yeah.
So we will be back in 2 weeks to talk about tarot and ? Arcadian. And in the meantime, You can find us over on our other podcast, which we host with our good friend Nate Regolia. That podcast is called Debut Buddies. It's a podcast about firsts. You can also find us on social media, Instagram, I guess Twitter, technically Twitter,
X?
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
No, I won't
Gotcha.
call it that. No Show Monster is our handle everywhere. You can email us, noshowmonster@gmail.com. And please, if you get a moment, give us a little rate and review over on the old iTunes. Put in there which character you would be in this movie. Yeah. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Happy spookies.
Happy spooky.